Welcome back to the Hairapist. My name is Kelsey. This is Nugget. If you are watching the video version of this, my golden retriever decided to lay in my lap for this episode because he did not want to stay on the floor and not have attention. So, if you are watching this, you can see the back of his head. He refuses to face the camera. He just wants love and attention. So, we're going to start this episode off by asking a question. Raise your hand if you have ever pretended like you were fine, but then 2 hours later, you went in the shower and cried because in reality, you weren't really fine. Yeah, guilty. So today we're going to talk about something I kind of mentioned in last week's episode whenever we talked about the fear of being too much. And I mentioned the term being a chill girl. And the chill girl, that meaning is the one who acts unbothered, the one who acts like she doesn't care. But honestly, she cares deeply. Let's get into it.
I don't know why I'm telling you this. I've never told anyone this before. It's like you're my therapist.
No, I'm the Hairapist. So after you decide that you're too much, then what? So we had the fear of being too much. We decided that we're too much. Then what? What happens next? You become the chill girl? Okay. So what does that mean? Think the movie Gone Girl. You know the part where she has the meltdown and she describes what the cool girl is? Think of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch the movie. It's a great movie. Um, it's basically she acts a certain way to fit this persona that she's not. She acts, unbothered. She acts like she's basically this person that she's not. And when I say chill girl, I'm talking about pretending nothing bothers her. I'm talking about suppresses questions, doesn't ask for clarity. She likes what everyone else likes. She swallows her hurt to avoid conflict. She may talk like one of the guys. She comes off as that cool girl, and she may lower her standards in order to not seem difficult. The chill girl isn't necessarily calm. She's usually anxious and in her own head. And to give like a salon example, what the chill girl would be in the salon. If I had a client sit down in the chair, we always go over consultations, no matter how long I've been seeing you, whether you're a new client, whether you're a pre existing client, I will always ask, what are we doing today? What would you like to do? Do you want to do anything different? Yada, yada. Full consultation. When I get the response, I don't care what we do. And granted, let me just be clear, I do have clients that genuinely don't care or have trust in me to where they give me free range, and that's fine. But when I get the response, I don't care, I try my hardest to make sure that they really don't care or that they really have that trust in me. And even whenever they say they have trust in me and that they don't care, I still over explain or try to over explain myself of what we're going to do or what I have in mind because if there's anything I ever say or explain and you may not like it, I want you to have the opportunity to tell me. Because a client may tell me that they really don't care, but they may actually do. Sometimes, and it's not often because I do try to have a thorough consultation, but sometimes it's the client who says that they don't care. And then at the end of their service, they're holding back tears because it's not what they had in mind or had envisioned for their appointment. It's not what they actually wanted. And I've been guilty of this as well. I've been guilty of not wanting to make decisions on plans because I didn't want to disrupt anybody else's plans. If somebody asked me like, "Hey, what do you want to do this weekend?" or "Hey, where do you want to go?" I never really wanted to speak up because I wanted everybody else to say what they wanted to do in order for them to be happy. Because I feel like if I was to say what I wanted to do, it might disrupt what they wanted to do. And honestly, what that ended up doing is leading me to doing things that I didn't want to do or putting me in positions that I didn't want to be in. But now, if my boyfriend asks me where I want to go eat, that's a different story. I'm still gonna say, "I don't know," but that's just because I'm an indecisive person, and literally, especially when it comes to food, I literally just do not wanna make a decision. I make decisions all day long, so when it comes to food, love you, babe, trust you, don't wanna make that decision, and I feel like he kinda thinks my food choices are a little unorthodox, so I would rather just leave that up to him. But now let's be honest with ourselves for a minute. How many times have you said, "It's fine," or "I'm fine," and you or the situation actually you weren't, or it wasn't? Do you reread texts a million times before actually sending them? Or, this is a big one because I am so guilty of this. Do you put LOL behind messages that might seem a little assertive or that you tend to be a little assertive, but you put the LOL behind those texts so you don't come off too abrasive? Pause. I just want to say again, if you are watching this video version, Milo, my cat, just joined in too. We just have all kinds of guests today. So please excuse everybody joining in during the filming process. Anyways, back to the LOL thing behind your text. So I'm still guilty of that to this day, and I catch myself all the time doing it because I'll put LOL behind a message that I'm trying to be assertive with or that I'm trying to kind of make my point, or if I have something that I wanna say, but I feel like I'm coming off a little abrasive or a little bit too harsh, or I'm like, "Ugh," I feel like that could be taken the wrong way. Instead of going in that text with confidence or sending that text with confidence, I do find myself still to this day, I'll put LOL or I'll put a smiley face emoji or whatever it is, even though I don't mean it to come off in any type of way, and I don't even think the other person would take it that way. It's like habit, and I'm slowly getting better at it, but I do catch myself still doing it where I'll throw in the LOL or the emoji because 'cause I'm like, "Ugh, let me not just send it like this." Like, that feels very dry. So I'll put that as almost like an icebreaker, but essentially it's because I'm trying to come off like, "Yeah, like, it's fine. It's okay." When I mean, in reality, I'm just making myself overthink it, and I mean, in reality, that's what it is. I'm just overthinking the whole thing, the whole situation, and the whole text. But also, do you convince yourself that you are overreacting before somebody else can? Before they can say that you're overreacting, do you convince yourself that? Do you sit back and say, let me just not say anything because that's probably gonna be me overreacting? Even though you probably have valid reactions. You're not even you're not even thinking in a calm manner. You're just automatically assuming if you speak up or if you say anything that it's gonna be an overreaction. So you rather just not even put any thought into your feelings or the process of the way you're feeling to where you can express that. Because I don't think you should sit there and process in general because I feel like that's stewing on that emotion, and I don't think we should just sit there and stew on it, but I do think that you should process it, act on it, don't harbor on it, but say what you have to say and then move on. Or here's a better one, and I know I'm not the only one, I know there's plenty of people out there, my girlies and the guys. Have you ever acted cool in front of someone, then go Instagram stalk them or go check them out on socials? We've all done it. Don't act like you haven't done it. We've all done it. But also, let's not confuse being the chill girl or the chill person with protecting our peace. Because I do find that they can look similar on the outside, but internally, they are completely different. Because let's talk about peace. When we think about peace, that's intentional, right? That's grounded. That is having self-respect. That's being regulated. What that is, it or what that sounds like is I don't like that. That doesn't work for me. You know, I'm going to step away from this. That's taking care of yourself for peace. I'm not engaging in that. That's taking care of you internally, outwardly. It's grounding yourself and having that self-respect for yourself in a regulated way with intention. But the unbothered, chill performance, so to speak, that's more fear-based. That's more suppressed and performative. That's when you start to get more anxious, and it creates this buildup anxiety and like this uncomfortable feeling to where you feel like you have to act a certain way or you have to be a certain way in order for other people to like you. That's not peace. If you feel those types of ways, that's not peace. Peace, you should never feel that. And with that, that doesn't sound like peace. What that sounds like is I'm fine when it's really not. You don't say you're fine when you're not. If you're not fine, you speak about it. Say, hey, I'm not fine with this because of X, Y, and Z. It's like saying, I don't care when you absolutely do care. Whenever you tell somebody, no worries, you can't say no worries while you're spiraling. If you're spiraling and you tell somebody no worries, that's not peace. Just like what I do with my clients is we have a consultation with them before they even come in. I tell them, look up inspiration pictures, look up different ways that you want to color your hair, cut your hair, whatever. Because that inspiration is basically a consultation with themselves. And the same goes here. Consult with yourself before you commit to anything. And what I mean by that is consult with yourself. Are you choosing your next action out of peace? Or are you choosing your next action to be just a chill girl or chill person, to not disrupt anybody else, to not inconvenience anybody else? Think about how that is affecting you, how it's affecting other people. Are you putting other people before you so you can look a certain way? Just like I said, I do it with my clients, do it with yourself. Before making any decisions, have that consultation with yourself. Even if it's just for a quick second, a few minutes, that's okay. Have that consultation with yourself. Decide if this is peace or you're choosing to silence yourself. This is where you can decide whether you need to say one honest sentence or stay silent, whether you need to ask for clarity once instead of spiraling. Or should you replace "it's fine" with "actually, we need to talk about this"? Because I would much rather someone look at me and say, dang, that girl is so peaceful, or that girl seems like she is at such peace, versus like, that girl's such a chill girl. Because those terms mean something so different. I don't wanna be known as a chill girl. I wanna be known as living a peaceful life or having a peaceful life, because having a peaceful life goes beyond of just like, my character, I guess. I feel like having a peaceful life is not only who I am as a person, but it's how I go about my daily life. If I have a peaceful life, it's how I treat others. It's how I treat my kids, how I treat my family. If I'm constantly working on having a peaceful life versus being a chill girl, then not only am I bettering myself, but I'm bettering people around me. And I feel like that's more selfless than being a chill girl. And I'm human. I'm still learning how to do this, and it's hard in the world we live in. We live in a world that it's very hard to keep a peaceful life, but it's not impossible. You know, with relationships, with jobs, with friendships, with social media, yada yada yada, everything we see on the news, it is so hard to live a peaceful life, but it's not impossible. I think that with the right tools, whether it's meditation, whether you're spiritual, whatever you choose to find peace, even if it's walking outside in the sun, because that's my peace. I will go bake in the sun and just sit there in the sun, and that's peaceful to me. I will get the peace just like that. But I would rather be known as a peaceful person versus a chill girl. And you know what? If someone only feels comfortable being around you when you're easy or unbothered or silent, they're not in love with you. They're only in love with your compliance. And you deserve to have people in your life that think you're cool just for being you, because it's actually really cool to care and give a shit. Yeah, I said it. If this conversation resonated, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss our next appointment. And if someone came to mind while listening to this, make sure to send it their way. I'm Kelsey, your hairstylist, unlicensed therapist, the Hairapist. I'll see you at our next appointment. Bye.
Cool, but I don't have to live yesterday. To live yesterday. Hey.
Pull up, ayy, got a bolo, ayy, this ain't polo, this ain't polo. Hold up, who that hoes go? I go loco, pull up in a photo. I just want to blow. Pull up, ayy, got a bolo, ayy, this ain't polo.
I was free like Chinaman. No need to review when I can get you. When the sun goes down, you can find me tearing up downtown with the heartbeat. Yesterday, to live